A few about the Champions League final on the weekend, and particularly with your Spanish expertise and looking at Barcelona in particular, how on earth do you stop them?
Well, it's a good question. I think it's a good question. This is a fascinating way to approach a game, how you can stop Barcelona. I think it's quite clear that we've seen it with Real Madrid. Real Madrid has played against Barcelona a few times, as you know, in the same month, and they approach it in a different way. One, soaking the pressure and just defending quite deep and hit them on the counter. Other times just play them eye to eye and try to attack them from the start. And I think it's very important that you don't allow Barcelona to dictate the tempo of the game. You got players like Xavi, Iniesta and Messi. If they enjoy their football, it's quite difficult to stop them. But the reality is that you see Manchester United. I feel Manchester United arrived to the final in a stronger position. They look fresher. They look, the key players are probably in the best moment of their season. And Manchester United in their own, they can really hurt Barcelona. So I would say that probably Manchester United are the ones that they've got that little bit of advantage. Playing at Wembley, if the game can be played in a tempo of the Premier League competition, I think that could be a big advantage for Manchester United. But we need to remember that Barcelona are probably the best team in the world, and they've been playing in the manner they've been playing for many years with that group of players. So they got that experience, that winning feeling, even playing for Spain. They bring in that all together at club level, and it's going to be a fascinating game. But I feel that Manchester United probably has got the edge going into the final.
Sir Alex was saying that he feels that he has got a plan specifically to deal with Lionel Messi. I mean, just given how well he has played this season, do you see any sort of weaknesses in his game at all?
From Messi, well, the only weakness is that if you stop the other 10, he doesn't get the service. That is the only way you can stop Messi. I think Messi is, at the moment, is the best player in the world. It's fair to say that what he's achieved this season or the last 2 seasons makes him a player that he can win a game on his own. But it's important that in football you need the other 10, and Manchester United are a world-class team, and sometimes we forget about the experience that they've got. They've been through everything, and I feel that they've got 3 or 4 players that they're arriving into this final really fresh, and that could give them the edge. I think it's easier to stop a player than it is to stop a good team, and it's quite clear that Manchester United will be competitive and it'll be a good team on the final.
And although it's Messi that continues to always get the headlines in the spotlight, are the likes of Xavi and Iniesta in particular just as important to Barcelona as Messi is?
Well, probably the concept of Barcelona is ball possession, and they need to dictate the tempo of the game. They need to control the game, and the 2 main players that they do that, and probably is that taking that possession into good effect, which is the final pass and getting into the last third with real quality, is Messi and is Iniesta and Xavi. The moment that them 2 players are not themselves, Barcelona suffer because they play a very good positional play. They use the space really well. They use the pitch really wide. They got Pilla and Messi using them areas with Pedro. But the key of Barcelona obviously is Iniesta and Messi, which they transform the good possession play that they've got into a real threat of fun, and that's always been the key this season. And probably they found it hard against Real Madrid in the cup final. Probably is the biggest example. They couldn't find that extra pass. They couldn't get on the ball easy, and Barcelona suffered. But remember that Barcelona is a team that they've been playing together for a few years. That they've been playing in that manner for many years. And at the moment, they are the team to beat.